I am Slick Nick, the living legend of hair loss, your personal hairline hero, and of course, the red pill pusher of hair loss. And for what it's worth, I think I was wearing this same shirt yesterday when I shot the videos, but what does it matter? It's not like I'm sweating, where I need to wash the shirt again right now. So I'm just gonna wear the shirt again because I do my laundry. I'm the one doing my laundry, and why just dirty more clothes? Just wear the same thing over. You won't really even know, had I not said that I wore this yesterday for yesterday's videos. Let's get to work. I appreciate this comment that I received from the letter A. He had left a comment on a video called Hair Loss Theory. Black pills think like men who are censored. In case you were wondering what the word that was censored, it's homeless people, homeless men. There are many words I cannot say on YouTube because the money will be blocked. I won't be able to make ad revenue. I'll be demonetized. So YouTubers cannot, for the most part, use profanity, but then there's all these other words we can't use. We can't say big pharma in the title of a video. We can't I couldn't say Propecia. They would keep me from making money from the ad. I can't say homeless people. I can't say mentally ill. I can't say fear. I can't even say fear. I used to say fear of hair loss. I can't even say that. There's so many things, but I don't know what I can't say until I make a video, and then they block me from making money from it. But I had learned in the past that I can't say homeless people, so that's why it was censored. The letter A had this to say, quote, "I think the internet era has contributed to more incels joining the internet communities." Incels is another one I can't say, and they also won't let me say MGTOW. They will let me say black pill, so I'm able to make more videos about it. That's the thing, I don't want to make videos about things I can't even put in a title, but black pill covers incel and MGTOW, and I'm allowed to say that, but not incel. So I think the internet era has contributed to more incels joining internet communities online where they create a subculture that is not fully based in reality. Before the internet, men who couldn't find a woman didn't have a group or a movement to turn to, so they were more inclined to self-improve. Communities like incel.me and others are cesspools for mentally ill young men who have been radicalized and told there is no hope, and trying to self-improve is called coping. Why is coping considered a bad thing? Humans cope as a defense mechanism and are used to continue to live life. So living life is now a cope. Would like to hear your feedback on this, end quote. Thank you, I love this comment. And by the way, I had to censor that comment because there was a phrase in there that, again, I'm not sure that I can say. So much censorship that has to go on. Censorship, that's hard for me to say. And I have an English degree. I should be able to pronounce anything. Censorship, there we go. Just can't say it 3 times fast. So yeah, I think there's a lot of good content in this comment right here. One of my life philosophies is never try to reason with irreasonable people. Never try to speak logic to people who are not being logical. It's a waste of your time. And so that's something I definitely know about the black pill community, whether incel or MGTOW, however else they want to identify. Even also atheists, same way. There's a Venn diagram in which when you're looking at people who are black pill, they tend to also be atheists. That's not to say that all or most atheists are black pill. It's to say that most black pill people identify as atheists. So I've learned there's certain people you can't try to reason with. They are so closed-minded, they have a closed mindset and a fixed mentality and identity protective cognition, meaning anything you try to tell them with good reason, they will fight that much harder and only reinforce what they already believe. So yeah, with that being said, it is healthy, it is natural to cope. Coping is a good thing. Cope rhymes with hope. And I'm a man of faith, and therefore I'm a man of hope and love. Those are things that go together and they make sense. But see, that's why a person who is black pill hears truth that I speak, which is you can focus on these 10 things so that people will like you and find you more attractive in that link right there. You can focus on what you can control and actually get the very thing you want, which is people to find you attractive and likable. But someone who's black pill is going to say, no, that's not true. That's not how it works. And then and that's what started this a couple days ago, was when I made the video about Danny DeVito being 4'10" and bald his entire adult life. And yet he started out that way and became one of the most legendary and successful American actors. But then they're going to say, well, that's the halo effect. They'll give some kind of weird reason and say, oh, that's just coping. So ultimately, it comes down to this. A mentally ill person who has extreme victim mentality is going to be presented with a solution out, something that will help them, and they're going to find a reason. They're going to self-sabotage. They're going to deflect so that they can't receive the help that's being offered them. And I think this is very interesting to me too, just as as 2020 comes to an end, this is definitely a realization that I've had as the host of this video series about hair loss. I've made it very clear, I don't even care about the topic. I've made it very clear, I'm doing this to make ad revenue. But yes, because I do have a heart, I do want to help people who allow themselves to be helped. And the majority of my viewers are too immature for that. They won't simply watch the video, find out what the 5 ways to predict if you're going to go bald, look at all 5 of them, not single out one, and then instead of asking me if they're going to go bald, they'll just tell me in the comments, Nick, I'm going to go bald or not based on these 5 things. Here's the 5 answers. Like, they're too immature to do that. And more importantly, they're too immature to focus on the 10 things that actually matters anyway, as far as what makes them attractive or not. And see, that's where it gets interesting, because a lot of my viewers are immature teenagers who cannot grasp the importance of that video. And the link right there. And if they continue in that mindset, they're going to be adults. They're going to pass the age of 30, 35, even older than me, and still be thinking that way. And so it's interesting because I have people who are teenagers. And if they continue that mindset, they will be adults who are black pill, who are incel, who are MGTOW. And even though it is a choice, a mentally ill person, which I am officially hereby saying, if you are black pill, you are by default mentally ill. Am I a doctor? No, I don't need to be. I can see the lack of reason, the lack of logic, and that's why I'm not interested in trying to convert someone. Just like with atheists, I'm not trying to get an atheist to believe in God. They've already made up their mind on that. So I don't try to convert people, whether it's through religion or whether it's to stop being black pill. If you've made up your mind and you decided that coping is a bad thing instead of a good thing, then it's like in the Smashing Pumpkins song, Butterfly with Bullet Wings, is that what it's called? Where he talks about Jesus is the only son for you, and he says, despite all my rage, I cannot be saved. And at the end of the song, he says, and I still believe I cannot be saved. He says, Jesus is the only son for you, but I still believe I cannot be saved. And that's what black pill people are. They are people who believe that certain people can be helped only because they've been given a better lot in life. But as for them themselves, there's no hope, and that coping is something that you should look down on. So yeah, final statement, black pill people are mentally ill, and I cannot help them. The thing is, not all of my viewers are mentally ill, and not all are black pill. Some are blue pill. If you continue down that road, you'll end up black pill. Some of you still can be saved. Your comments belong right here.